Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today, Brad, you wanted to talk about the CanDo. I like that. We will do, CanDo, MVP balance system, which is what we're holding right here. Really the best exercise for ankle rehab, range of motion, and balance.
Right,
really.
Exactly. You know, it's therapist talk, proprioception. But this is one of those things, you got a simple little device. I mean, just a flat piece of plastic. You know, you know, I've made these out of plywood already. These work a little better.
Well made.
And then we have some spheres, some
interchangeable.
Some round balls on the bottom to make something wobbly.
That you can put on different spots. By the way, Brad, we should say right away too, this is not just for ankle rehab. This is for knee and hip.
Right.
Very good for proprioception.
Right.
So especially after you've had like an ACL or any type of ligament injury, you're going to want to get on this thing. I don't know, do you think we get people on their hands doing handstands?
Oh, there is. I have used these for shoulder rehab.
Yeah.
We can bring that up too.
Sure.
Another one. Great.
All right. In case you are new to our channel, by the way, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, wander over to Facebook. We're giving away stuff like you wouldn't believe. We're giving away the house. And so you can't.
Maybe your house.
Yeah.
So, keep in mind.
Make sure you like us on Facebook, Bob and Brad. All right, Brad, let's get started.
Okay, let's start out right to the exercise. Now, this, you can see I have two balls. If you look at it this way, they're half spheres. They come on and off. Bob is showing
really easy.
that.
They just screw on and off like that. Really nice. I mean, that's where the quality comes in because you can see it's just nice and solid.
These will last forever unless you burn them. So this one has two balls. This is considered the rocker board. This one has, if you put it in the middle, it becomes a wobble board. And this one can do that too. So let's look at this. If you
the final option, Brad, would be to put it actually on the side here. I don't know, is this an uneven wobble board then? I would maybe call it?
That's the advanced protocol, Bob.
Yeah, that's the advanced. This is going to be phase 3. We're going to go phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. This is phase 1, the rocker board.
Right. For physical therapists out there, I've been using these for as long as I've been a therapist, and I can say that this system is, you're not going to find a better system for wobble and rocker boards. You might find something that's good, but I don't think you're going to find anything better, for sure. You've got a piece of carpet down here, because if you don't do it on carpet and you do it on tile,
it does slide.
It does slide, but easily remedied by a piece of very inexpensive shelf liner.
Yep. Or Dyson, that's the professional stuff we use, right?
Yeah, that's kind of expensive.
But this is inexpensive.
Right,
yes.
You can just go down to Walmart and pick it up for, a few bucks, and it lasts a long time. And then it sticks.
It sticks and it stays in place.
So I'm going to go back to the carpet just because it's easier for Lonnie to focus on it. So if someone's recovering from a knee, hip, or ankle sprain, I'll do this one first and make it the rocker board. And you'll see why in just a little bit. Just kind of hang on, be patient, be patient. Bob's a very patient person.
That's right, I am.
I'm not. But if we go like this,
so you can see he's rocking back and forth.
Yeah, working range of motion. Start with 2 canes. And the clinic, I have someone in the parallel bars. Okay?
Whoa. So they got bars on each side.
Exactly. So holding on to something. You can do it holding on to a cupboard at home or back of a chair. And then we also want to get range of motion forward and backwards. This is not too wobbly. It's actually relatively stable, except for the plane that you're working. So I would call it a rocker board.
And you're going to want to start that way because, I mean, after, again, you've had surgery or injury, you want to make sure you're fairly stable. You don't want, I mean, safety first here. Always safety first.
And then I'll progress if my right leg is the involved side, whether it's knee, ankle, or hip. First both legs when it feels pretty good. Then I'll go to one leg. Okay, and we'll work it for 30 seconds to a minute until we feel the fatigue. When it gets too easy on one leg, that's when we advance to the single ball.
Well, once you also maybe, would you try this without canes, Brad, or not?
Yeah.
I mean, you could advance to the point where you're maybe using one cane.
Sure, yep, good point, Bob. I'll just go to one cane. And, and if you're an athlete or you're high level, then you might go
to that point.
Right. It gets harder and harder. And if I go this way, this is good for like soccer players or football players that are cutting right and left, tennis players.
And then the advanced ones, you're going to have them juggle when you do that, right?
Yes, juggling is always part of the advanced protocol.
So when we're going to the wobble board, you're first probably going to start with a smaller one, right, Brad? Maybe
Right.
start with a red one?
You can see all the size balls we
Yeah.
have here. The black, the blue, the green, the yellow, and it goes on. It's a nice rainbow color effect. But
Oh, you tightened that one up on me, Brad.
well, yes, Bob. I like to keep my, I like to keep them tight.
So, all right, so this would be a lot easier one to do. Obviously, a smaller one to start off
Sure. Yep.
with. And
So now you have the wobble board because it's wobbly in all directions.
because this is a wider board, Brad, it's going to be more stable than this smaller board.
Exactly.
So this is the one you'd want to start off with, the wobble board. And the same thing, I can start now. Do you want me to do the phases, Brad?
Sure.
A 5-minute drill?
Yep.
All right, Brad likes to do this 5-minute drill with people. And again, it doesn't matter which side I'm rehabbing, both sides are getting the workout here. So we start off with just going back and forth for 1 minute.
Yep.
So forward and back for 1 minute. And then we're going to go side to side for 1 minute.
One thing I like to do, we can't do it on the carpet, but if you have it on a hard surface, I always tell a person, make it sure it goes click, click. It'll click on the floor to make a little pip, pop,
Sure.
pip, pop. It gives you something audible to focus
Sure.
on.
And then I'm going to go circular, clockwise.
Yeah. See, look at the knee motion he's
Yeah.
getting in here, and you're working the hips,
And the hips.
and you do that for a minute. So I think we're on minute number
And
3.
then we go the other way.
Other direction,
For a minute.
clockwise and counterclockwise.
And then what do I do for my final minute,
The
Brad?
last one, you hold it level.
So you just try to hold it level.
Yep.
Which is difficult to do.
Yep, it is. Although, if you're in parallel bars, it helps, but the canes
now,
make it a little
now
harder.
I got it. So
Now,
the progression from that would be
1 foot.
1 foot or 1 cane.
Well, you could do it with 1 cane. Yep. Just do it like a few clicks on each
So
way.
same thing, it'd
Yep.
be going to all directions and
Yep.
around circular, and then balance. Would you try it without it then at that point?
No, then I'd probably go to 1 foot, but you could. I guess it's up to
Okay.
the therapist or the
1
individual.
foot, I'm going to go back to 2 canes.
Okay, yeah, go back to 2. It's not as hard as you think because you're right in the middle. You got to get your foot in the middle.
Yeah.
There you go.
And now this leg is working a lot harder.
Yeah. This is where you
Yeah.
get some proprioception and a lot of strengthening going on.
Yeah, this is a lot harder with one leg.
Yep.
And then, of course, the progression from that would be, taking away canes.
Right. Exactly.
But then you go to a larger ball,
Yes.
which would be a lot harder.
Exactly. Now, I don't know if we want to max out on this, but if we go even to the blue ball, which is not the largest.
Well, a larger ball and a smaller board.
Oh, yeah. Let's make Bob work. Try that, Bob.
Oh, sure. Have Bob do it. I notice Brad's not
Well,
jumping.
no,
Brad's
Bob.
not jumping up. Yeah, this is a lot harder.
Yeah,
Okay, remember, 57 years old here, so
oh, Bob, age is just part of the mind.
just a number, right?
Yes, yes. Just
So
just
I'm going
have fun.
forward and back.
I'm not tired
side
at
and
all.
back. Circular, circular, and then holding in the middle.
Now, to strengthen that one leg that is weak, and let's say you're doing a lot of cutting right and left, whether it's soccer, football.
So this would be phase 3 now. We're
Yeah,
up to
this
Brad,
is
right?
now we're going to the advanced protocol. Look at that. We put the ball off center, but all by itself.
This is what's nice about this system, Brad, because you can't do this with other boards.
Yeah,
It's set
exactly.
in the middle. They have one size.
Right.
So this just gives you just a multitude of options. and
Exactly.
that's what makes it such a nice system. So what I like about this, Brad, is, okay, so we're going to consider this my rehab leg or
Yep.
the leg that's weak. And I can really, it's going to work a lot harder, but I feel a lot safer because I got my good leg in here helping me out.
So this one is doing
this-
a lot to control.
This one's helping, but this one is doing all the work.
Okay,
By far.
right.
By far, it's doing all the work. This
Yeah.
one's just helping balance, actually.
Sure, I see that. Yep.
So-
That makes a lot of sense.
So I can go forward and back. I can do our whole system here. Circular, circular. It's just, this leg's fatiguing out more rapidly.
And I think you can probably feel those little muscles in your ankles.
Oh
where
yeah,
you're getting
yeah,
really
you
fatigued.
can. It is. That's exactly right. It works
Right.
out really well for that. So really nice system. Like I said, it gives you more options, and I'm sure after we work with this even more, there's probably going to be therapists will come up with other ideas.
Oh,
on
right,
what to
yeah. You know, therapists are typically creative, and there is a multitude of options that can. We just got touched the what is it? You scrape the ice. Or
Yeah, we just touched the outer
scratch
surface.
the surface.
Scratch the outer surface.
Yeah, we're
Boy,
not-
aren't we good today?
We're not English majors.
All right, this was sent to us by FEI. They're not paying us, but they gave us a nice system. So, and Fabrications Enterprise Incorporated, they have a website, which I'll link below. They have different, I think they have places that actually sell this in stores.
Oh, it could be.
yeah.
I was just on the internet and I found a number of different sites that have these on, and they have a large variety of combinations. You can buy just the board and one ball. You can buy the whole set. There's a square board, actually. You know, a lot of this is mostly for the therapists or fitness centers where.
Yeah, I was going to recommend, Brad, if you are a therapist, I would go ahead and get their catalog. Just you can go onto their website and sign up and get their catalog, because it has a lot of stuff in the catalog that I don't, that it's not easy to find on the website sometimes. You got to really dig.
Right.
Where here you can just go like this.
Well, and if
I'm
you're
old-fashioned.
And if you're our age, it's nice to page through something with
Right.
something in your fingers. But
Right.
yeah, very good product, and I'm really not sure if these can get into our what we're really after, Bob. That thing we can fix
That's
just
right.
about
We
anything.
can fix just about anything except for a broken heart.
Right. But maybe this will fit in somehow.
I don't know. We'll work on it.
All right.
Thanks a lot.